On a urban void, next to an important public transport hub and gate to the inner city, the project Hybrid Parliament by the team H3O proposed a sustainable social and ecological structure enveloped with a natural membrane that interacts with the ecosystem of the surrounding park. On a natural site, on the edge of the city, the project Common Node by Alex Echeverria proposed to create a residential building that integrates workspace, some directly connected to the housing, others autonomous on the ground floor. On an activity zone in the north of the city, connected to the station, the project Root City by Zichik and Svensson proposed to mix human presence and activities by creating a new green urban area that allow people to interact with each other and with nature.
Once we won the competition with our proposal Hybrid Parliament, we were invited for a Europan session in Rotterdam. It was early 2020, and there was a 3-day workshop where we met several stakeholders and also the different agents involved in the Rotterdam sites. They invited us to several workshops that were carried through video calls, in which we had to show the evolution of the Europan ideas to something more feasible. Nature and social housing were the two crucial parts of the program. There was a strong concept behind the Europan that it's the one that it's already kept and that it will be kept until the very end of the process.
The jury of Europan made the decision kind of for us or for the municipality. And what is also different is the process thereafter, because of Miguel and his team, we did designing workshop that were like pressure cookers, and that the process is really going very fast because of that. The municipality of Rotterdam, they made a set of requirements that was based on the winning idea of Miguel, which made it also compulsory for us to involve the nature and everything into the design. With the municipality, and as a follow-up, we did like another selection for a local architect that could really bring the project forward. Also on a technical level, trust is maybe the most important thing to make Europan work.
The main step was when the Basque government commissioned us to pass from the idea of the competition to adapt it was a preliminary project that we had to adapt to new requirements. On the one hand, from the careful reading of the jury report, which was focused in the relationship between the building, the impact of the building, and the built-up urbanization with the natural environment. And then we had also requirements from the Basque government, which mainly aimed to adapt the housing typologies to the regulation. The current regulation, it was the past one that doesn't allow these productive uses. And the new one is not definitively approved still, so we had to juggle a little bit between both of them. The difference between a standard procedure or this project coming from Europan is in the margin that we have to explore or research innovative strategies. In this case, related between the productive and living spaces.
First, when we thought on this project and we asked for a productive house, I can say that that was before the pandemic, the COVID. So nobody thought on the possibility that everybody was going to work at home. We really needed a way to develop, a way to live and to work. For us, it's not only innovative because of that, but because of the process we have to do in the administration. I mean, we normally do social housing, and social housing has its rules, and they are really narrow. And we have to open the system, we have to change absolutely the system, but also we think that Europan is the real place in to think about these new things.
On municipality side, on council side, first after the competition, we have made analysis of what is it, the main aspects of the competition, and how do we define the key focus areas that are important for implementation. How do we go further on? And that included a number of internal workshops where everyone who will be involved in the development of this area had to say something about the project and to define their own roles in the upcoming project.
Since the competition win, I think there were 3 moments that were maybe crucial. First, after or in connection to the prize ceremony, we had a meeting with Domagoj, a first meeting face to face, and this laid the foundation for the upcoming collaboration. Then the second part was a workshop with multiple actors, key persons from the municipality, including Domagoj, me and Staffan, of course, Europan Sweden, and other actors as well, where we discussed the first possible implementations of the main ideas.
The outcome of the workshop was resulted in a study in more depth of sketches to how to develop the area, and from that point it was handed over to the municipality, and they had that as a material to further investigate and how to develop the site, and then the answer come back to us again, and how we could help them to develop the one of the areas in this larger urban site.
H3O teams up with a local architect in Bo. They got a contract for 155 housing units as an affordable community living in a park. Alex Echeverria and Eduardo Landia have the mission to develop the partial urban development plan. In parallel, the Basque government is working on the adaptation of the regulations for incorporating workspace in the housing. Zihik and Svensson are currently working on a pre-study for a new development plan for a part, 130,000 square meter of the competition area where 4 companies and 1 administrative authority plan to set up.